Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today we've got round 3 of the Six Nations, and I think all 3 games again are very interesting for 3 very different reasons. So we've got Ireland, Wales, or Wales, Ireland, we've got England, Scotland, and we've got Italy, France. Let's just get into it. You know the drill by now, game by game, and I'll talk about the lineups and make a small prediction, and let's see. So starting off with the first game that's going to happen, which is of course Italy, Wales versus Ireland. This is obviously Matt Sherratt's first game since Warren Gatland's leaving Wales. I don't think it's quite clear if he's walked or been sacked. But yeah, a few changes for Wales. So 1, we've got Nicky Smith, 2, Elliot Dee, 3, Wilgriff John, 4, Will Rowlands, 5, David Jenkins, 6, Jack Morgan, 7, Tommy Reffel, 8, Talupi Falatau, 9, Thomas Williams, 10, Gareth Anscombe, 11, Ellis Mee, 12, Ben Thomas, 13, Max Lilwyan, apologies if I butchered that, 14, Tom Rogers, and 15, Blair Murray. So a few changes. Anscombe is the big one, getting a proper 10, and he was called up recently over the week. Same with Max Lewyan. Ellis Mee also making his first start for Wales. On the bench, we've got Lloyd, Thomas, Williams, Wainwright, Williams, Evans, and Roberts. So quite a few same names. But yeah, Wales, honestly, that Wales squad does look better. But obviously, we're yet to see what Matt Sherratt's got them doing. He has led Cardiff to some success this season, though, so we'll wait and see. However, against the best opponent in the league, then yeah, I doubt that they'll do much. Moving on to Ireland, we've got 1, Andrew Porter, 2, Dan Sheehan, 3, Thomas Clarkson, 4, Joe McCarthy, 5, Tide Byrne, 6, Peter O'Mahony, 7, Josh van der Fleer, 8, Jack Conan, 9, Jamieson Gibson Park, 10, Sam Prendergast, 11, James Lowe, 12, Robbie Henshaw, 13, Gary Ringrose, 14, Matt Hansen, and 15, Jamie Osborne. So, no Kelleher, Furlong, Doris, or Keenan are the names that jump out. I think some of the replacements are fine and well. Good to see Jamie Osborne in. I've been a massive fan, and I think I've said it several times on here, of his. Bundy Aki's on the bench. Again, they rotate their centres. You know, it was Aki and Ringrose, Aki and Henshaw. Now it's Henshaw and Ringrose. Simon Easterby said he'd do that, so unsurprising there. Prendergast also is keeping his spot at 10. I think he's probably been the best 10 in the Six Nations so far. I think that he's really putting his hat in the ring for Lions call-up. Maybe not start, depending on if Finn Russell can pull it back. I still think Russell is in the commanding position, but I think that Prendergast is starting to get on Andy Farrell's radar. But looking at this game, I put the poll out to you guys, and I feel bad for saying this, but 92% of you have sided with Ireland, so fairly one-sided there. I am interested to see what Wales are like. Can they build on? I mean, you look, even after this game, they've got Scotland away and then England at home. So you've got to wonder if they can build for the next 2 games with England going to Cardiff. That could be a target game for them to finally get that win. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to expect from Wales. Ireland, I'm sure they'll be Ireland. They've been good for a while. Yeah. Moving on. I mean, I think the Calcutta Cup's a really interesting game. You've obviously got England, who are off the back of a win against France. Scotland off the back of a bit of an embarrassing loss to Ireland. But I think there's a lot of buts in this game. Well, yeah, there'll be 15 on the pitch at a time, but 16, I suppose, because you'll have the referee as well. Not 15, 31. Never mind. But yeah, looking at the squads, we've got for England 1, Ellis Genge, 2, Luke Cowan-Dickey, 3, Will Stewart, 4, Maro Itoje, 5, Ollie Chesham, 6, Tom Curry, 7, Ben Earl, 8, Tom Willis, 9, Alex Mitchell, 10, Finn Smith, 11, Ollie Slightholme, 12 Henry Slade, 13 Ollie Lawrence, 14 Tommy Freeman, and 15 Marcus Smith. So they have gone, they're sticking with the Smith 10, Smith 15. And I'm going to be biased in this because it's quite obvious where I'm from. I'd be targeting Marcus Smith at 15 with bombs from Russell and Kinghorn. And then getting people like Van der Merwe and Rowe to just keep flying up on them. On the bench, we've got George, Baxter, Hayes, Martin, Cunningham, South, although I believe Martin's dropped out now. Cunningham, South, Curry, Randall and Daly. Yeah, sorry, my team sheet's out of date. I knew Ted Hill's in for George Martin on the bench. That's my apologies. I thought it was out of date and I knew that there'd been a change. But we've also got Hill, Cunningham South, Ben Curry, Harry Randall and Elliot Daly on the bench. I mean, I said with both Currys playing, if they're both still fit for Scotland, I'd be shocked. They both are. Tom Curry's starting, Ben Curry's on the bench, so, it's a little bit surprising there. 6-2 split for England, again, not surprising. They've not really changed much in their team. Only Chesham comes in. Moving on to Scotland, we've got 1 Schumann, 2 Dave Cherry, 3 Xander Fagerson, 4 Johnny Gray, 5 Grant Gilchrist, 6 Jamie Ritchie, 7 Rory Darge, 8 Jack Dempsey, 9 Ben White, 10 Finn Russell is fit, 11 Duhan van der Merwe, 12 Tom Jordan, 13 Hugh Jones, 14 Kyle Rowe and 15 Blair Kinghorn. So Finn is fit, Darcy is not. I could have told you that, to be honest with you. Yeah. On the bench for Scotland, you've got Ashman, Sutherland, Hurd, Skinner, Brown, Fagerson, Dobie, McDowell. I mean, this game is incredibly 50-50 in my opinion. I really don't want to call this game. I think in terms of who's the better team, I do think it's Scotland. However, you look at momentum and, confidence in the camp, and England definitely have more of it. England are always overconfident, and some might even say cocky, but I think this game will be about the top 3 inches and nothing else. It'll be who's up for it more. Obviously, Scotland have no problem getting up for this game. They've proven it 4 in a row. England, though, there has been a lot of fight that they're saying, if they go for 5 in a row, it's and it is embarrassing for them. Duhan van der Merwe is due to score 4 tries himself, get Scotland a bonus point win, which if he does, I will be well happy. Putting the poll out to you guys, and again, I'll put a little star and say there will be Scotland bias in this. 64% have sided with Scotland, 36% with England, so tight but slightly favouring Scotland. I genuinely think this game's flat 50-50. If I had to lean a team, I would lean England, but I'm not really. I have been saying for a while, and you can go back and look, even before the season started, not just the Six Nations, and I think I said it before the Six Nations as well, I can see England. I think England's going to take the Calcutta Cup back. Well, the way things have gone, you look at England's win against France, I don't think I actually managed to get a review out for that round. And I wasn't overly impressed with England. I thought they were better than they have been, but they still weren't amazing. Scotland, though, were crap against Ireland, if I'm going to be, for a better word, absolute crap, so yeah. But I don't want to call this. Moving on. Okay, so for the France-Italy, the Italian squad's out, but not the French, and I don't have time to record it after this, so we're just going to have to go without a French squad. But for the Italian squad, we've got 1 Danilo Fischetti, 2 Gianmarco Lucchese, 3 Simone Ferrari, 4 Niccolò Canoni, 5 Federico Rusa, 6 Sebastian Negri, 7 Michele Lamaro, 8 Lorenzo Canoni, 9 Martin Pedrillo, 10 Paolo Garbisi, 11 Simone Jesi, 12 Tommaso Menicello, 13 Joanne Caglo Brex, 14 Ange Capuzzo, and 15 Tommy Allen. On the bench, we've got Nicoretta, Spagliolo, Zalocci, Favretto, Zalani, Vincent, Garbisi, and Trula. So no Ioane. I'd assume he is injured. Again, there is no French team, so I can't really comment on it. I've heard rumours apparently France are going 7-1 on the bench, which is a very, very gutsy play. I think there is only two teams in the world that could get away with it, and that is France and South Africa, as they've got the bulky forwards to get away with bringing them all on and just battering anyone, really. However, it's always a risk. I mean, we saw that in the Scotland-Ireland, where you had two of your backs go off at the same time injured, and well, there you go. That's an issue. But yeah, Italy off the back of a unconvincing win against Wales. The first time in a long time I saw many Italian fans unhappy with a win. Good. I mean, it is good for Italian rugby that they've got to that point, but yeah, and France obviously, yeah. Who knows if they could catch a ball, eh? Yeah, France again, absolutely slated. It's actually been quite funny reading some of the French media, and I don't speak French, so I have to translate it, but luckily Google has auto translators these days. But yeah, it's been quite funny reading some of them, as they have been tearing into that French team for not beating England. Yeah, I mean, this game last year, we all know what happened. It drew by Italy missing a kick that hit off the post as well. It was a narrow miss. In Rome this time, I mean, Italy had 2 in a row in Rome as well in the Six Nations. I don't know when the last time that was. So, yeah. I do expect a big reaction from France, if I'm going to be honest. I do expect them to go out there and absolutely just go out flying. I mean, they should have scored 4 or 5 tries in the first half against England. I would expect them to do that this time, and as much as it pains me to say it, I think France are going to win fairly comfortably this game. And when I've put it out to you guys, 70% of you agree with me and think France are going to win. 30% say Italy, which I'd probably say is about right. France are favourites, probably fairly big favourites, but there is that seed of doubt in Italy that they could maybe go and do something. But yeah, yeah, I'm just trying to get my words out. France shouldn't have lost to England, and I think that's the end of it. France are, they'll be hurt, and they'll know that what they need to do if they want to get anything out of this Six Nations is win the rest of their games, and even then it may not be enough. So yeah, that's my thoughts. So I've got Ireland to beat Wales. Goodness knows what's going to happen in the England versus Scotland. I'm going to say an England win, as much as it kills me inside to say. However, it's 50-50. And France to beat Italy. Yeah. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go and be sick now, because saying that I think England's going to beat Scotland is actually killing me. So yeah, thank you, and I'll see you later.